Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Careeta Robert Green, and I'm the founder of Born with a Gift. And I help ambitious driven professionals to unwrap their goals, their gifts, and their personal power. Yes. Welcome, 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 guys. This is the first live that I am doing for 2023. This is my first live. So thank you. If you're watching me live, just drop a hello. Let me know where you're calling from. What's your name? What country are you from? And yeah, just say hello. This is going to be a lovely dance in conversation. This is another Conversations with Careeta. I know it's been a bit of a delay since the last one, but I thought I would jump in today and do a Conversations with Careeta. And it's all about creating a game plan for 2023. Yes, I've called it Game Plan for 2023. So, firstly, how are you all doing? How are you all doing? I know we're at least 2 weeks into the beginning of 2023. And can I just say, it has felt like a whirlwind. It has felt like a whirlwind. There has been so much going on. And if there hasn't, then we need to talk, okay? We need to talk. But yeah, this has been great. And for those of you who've been following the journey, it was only a few months ago that I started to do lives on LinkedIn. And I was like, I had a big story in my head about what I needed to do or who I needed to be to go live. And then I realized, hold up, wait a minute. When you have an important message to share, when you've got something that you're playing for in the world, going live and showing up for people who may be interested, it's like an act of service. And once you get out of your own head and you do the work behind the scenes, it just becomes a normal and natural thing to do. So I said, I'm not going to put too much stress on these lives. I want it to be a real like dance in the conversation where we free flow and I'm able to just share whatever's been occurring in my world and with the people that I've been working with. So, what has been going on? Wow, lots has been going on. Lots has been going on since we last spoke. And I think it's a great opportunity to really stop and reflect on what is going on, because sometimes it feels like we're just running on a treadmill, just going through life, going to work, family, friends, everything going on. But what is really going on? Are you achieving what you set out to achieve? For those of you, some of you are in the process now of planning your New Year's resolutions. If you do that, and I always say, so how will you know when you get there? How will you know when you've reached your goal weight? How will you know when you've actually achieved what you set out to do if there's no date and time attached to it? So I'll get into a bit more of that as we progress throughout this live today. And I always say I don't want to keep these too long. I know everyone's busy with work and stuff like that. And yeah, so I have launched a podcast for those of you who have been in the world. The Unwrap Your Gift podcast is now live, up and running. It was a challenge that I set myself at the end of last year to create a podcast. And within 2 weeks, I managed to have 6 amazing guests on the show. And we talked about all things from imposter syndrome to really setting goals, to being resilient, to be having a multi-hustle. So when you work your full-time job and then you have a part-time side hustle. We talked about what it looks like to illuminate, to self-illuminate. We talked about emotions and moods. And the main thing that we talked about was you and how to unwrap your gifts and step into your power, because the podcast idea was really just another platform to share a very important message. And for those of you who are just new to me, I know I've connected with thousands of new people recently, whether it's been online on LinkedIn or Instagram, wherever we have met. There's been a consistent theme and a message, and it's all about sharing that really important message that we are all born with a gift. And we all have special skills, talents, and gifts that we can use to be successful. Now, how does this work? A lot of people that I come across, they start, Careeta, what do you do? What is it that you do? I see you posting all these motivational quotes online. I see you doing lives. Like, what is it that you actually do? Now, for those of you who do not know, I'm a life coach and I work with mainly professionals and entrepreneurs who are at a stage where they're ready to make a change in their life. They're ready to either go to the next level or do something different. And it's really important to get that people are ready. because coaching is not something you do as a nice to have. It's something that requires action. It requires focus. It requires commitment and discipline. Because when you have coaching, it's somebody that will hold you to account to what you said you're going to do. So usually we go about life, we set goals. Say, for example, you're going to start a business or start a new job, and then the months go by, the years go by, nothing's happened. Now, what a coach does is they enable you to see your blind spots that you may have that might be stopping you from actually achieving the things that you said you wanted to do. So every time you're looking and thinking, oh my gosh, I said I wanted to change my job and it's been 3 years and nothing's changed. Coaches help you to look within yourself and think, what is really stopping you from going for that promotion? What is really stopping you from going for a new job outside of the company you're at? What is really stopping you from starting the business? And most of the times it comes down to limiting beliefs, not feeling good enough, procrastination, and there's a whole host of reasons why we don't do things in life. But when you step forward and say, I'm ready to change, I want to make a difference in my life. I do not want to go another year, 2 years in this exact same position that I'm in. And I know that for the past few years, I've been trying to do it alone, and now I'm ready to reach out and do it with an accountability partner. That is the space where most people reach out for coaching. Now, I always say I'm not somebody that's going to kind of remind you about your appointments and remind you to show up for your calls. That's your responsibility. And this is the thing, it is a big responsibility to do coaching. And one thing I love about the evolution of the coaching industry is that now there's such a wide range of coaches available. So you can find a coach that fits you. You can find a coach that fits you. And when I say a coach that fits you, I talk about activation. So when I look for coaches or future mentors, I look at somebody who activates me. Like when I see when they post on social media, am I activated? When I see them go live, am I activated? Is there something that they do or say that makes me want to take some action? Because if there is, then I feel like they might be the coach for me. And I follow them for a while on social media. I show up to their events. I really check them out. And then I say, yeah, they're the coach for me. And then I know I'm ready. And then I do the work. I take action. And this is what a lot of people really don't understand. If you get a coach or if you go to a masterclass or an event, you go there, you think that your life's just going to change. No, it's the daily actions. That is where the change is. It's the mindset shifts. It's the network changes. It's who you be in the world. Who do you need to become to be somebody that takes some different actions? Because if things have been going on the same for years and years and years, something needs to change to disrupt that pattern. And until you're ready to take accountability and responsibility to make that change, then you're probably not going to see many changes. So I'm coming on here to dance about the game plan for 2023 today. And it is really about who you're being in the world. And I talk a lot about being because that was something that I had to do personally before I can show up even on a live. Who do I need to be able to be out there in the world so that people can hear my message? Who do I need to be able to serve the clients that I work with so that they can show up as the best version of themselves? So 2023 is all about focusing on who you're being in the world. Who do you need to be to get that new job? What actions do you need to take whilst you're being that person? Do you need to be reaching out to 10 recruiters a day, 20, 100? Who do you need in your network? What do you need to do? It's focusing on who you be first, and then focusing on the actions that you take after can help you to lead to where you want to go. Now, 2023, I talked about being somebody who is out there and really sharing and networking and growing and not being afraid to reach out to new people in a LinkedIn message or online or showing up on a podcast as a guest or running events that make me feel uncomfortable. That is how you grow. And what I do now, I've shifted my business a bit in a sense where I've made it more accessible to a wider number of people. So before you could mainly work with me on a one-to-one basis, whether it's 3 months, mainly it was 3 months. Now what I'm doing is the masterclasses that I run these regular free Unwrap Your Gift masterclasses. And they're really an opportunity for you if you've been watching my posts, if you've been following me for a while, and you think, yeah, I really like what she does. I want to find out more information about how I can implement some of the strategies. So the Unwrap Your Gift free masterclass is the first entry point for you to actually step up to that next level. Because I know you're already successful. I know you're already doing amazing things in the world. But what would it look like if you took that to the next level? So during the free masterclass, I share the 7 secrets on how you can unwrap your gifts and step into your power. And this is all about your vision, really looking at your vision. What is it that you're out to play? What are you playing for this year? What is it that you are playing for this year? And then how do you make that a reality? You then look at the goal setting and then your gifts. What is your gift? How do you find your gift? We go into a deep exploration of that in the masterclass. Now, it's a great opportunity to really get a sense of who you are as a person. And I always say it's the first step on a new personal development journey, because not everybody is ready to just jump straight into full coaching where you can't hide and there's ultimate accountability. Sometimes you kind of want to dip your feet in the water first and see what it's like. So if that's you and I've reached out to you, whether it's a message or through my social media posts, then I invite you to sign up to the masterclass that is taking place this Sunday. Now, I've sent the link to a lot of people in messages. However, be proactive. Are you about being proactive in 2023? And what does being proactive look like? It looks like, gosh, are there any links? Is there a website? How do I sign up? Going on a website and putting your name in by yourself without having to be prompted. That's an action. That's a step forward. And this is where you really focus on who are you being? Are you being somebody that takes action this year? Or are you waiting for things to kind of fall into your lap and maybe this will happen? Maybe one day this will happen. Maybe one day I'll get that new job. Maybe one day I'll start that business. Like, who are you going to be in 2023? That's an important thing to focus on. So, being proactive and taking action is all about doing the things and moving things forward rather than waiting for them to fall into your lap. Because I see a lot of that, and I see a lot of people pleasing as well. Yeah. I'll do it, and then nothing gets done. And ultimately, when I used to be one of the biggest people pleasers around, I would say yes to people even when I meant no. And when I said yes, I thought that if I say yes, then maybe they'll like me. Maybe they will like me. But ultimately, I knew at the end of that yes, there was going to be a no, because I didn't really mean yes. I meant no, but I said yes because I didn't want to be confrontive with what might happen if I said no. So there was always this stressful period up until the point where I knew I had to say no, like dodging and then the ghosting and then making sure that they can't see me. Like, that is stressful. That is super stressful. And I know there's so many people out there who just say yes when really it's a no. It's just a no, and that's okay. And when you learn to not take things personal, when you learn to not be focused on what other people may think about you, it's a better space to be in, because then you could just be free to be who you want to be in the world. You're not worried about what people might think. Are they going to like it? Blah, blah, blah. That, who's got time for that? So when you're really out there playing big games in the world, you say yes to the yeses and you say no to the nos. And that's what's so. And that is a good practice that I will be taking more on this year. So, this dance in conversation about the game plan for 2023 is really just a taster. It's a taster of what's possible when you invest time in yourself, because we're so busy helping everybody else achieve their goals in life. We're so busy showing up for work or our family or our friends. But when do we really take the time out to say, hold up, what am I doing for myself? What am I doing to move my life forward? Who do I need to be in 2023? It kind of rhymes. Who do I need to be in 2023? I like that. I might use that one. But who, for real, who do you need to be in 2023? That is an important thing to focus on. So when I talk about taking time out for yourself, if you look at your diary between now and next week, how much time have you actually allocated for you to do things that are focused on you. If your diary is full of things for other people, then how are you ever going to progress and move forward with what you said you want to do? So this year, take some time out to invest time in yourself, whether it's signing up to a new masterclass, doing a course, going somewhere different, going to the gym, meditating, whatever it is that you do for your own personal development. Fit that into your diary in the week, schedule time out for it. And that way you're putting yourself on your own agenda. Now, I'm not going to give away too much of what we're going to be doing on Sunday, but we will be doing a deep, deep dive into the game plan for 2023. We'll be looking at what you're playing for this year. There'll be other like-minded people around as well. So you're going to be surrounded by other movers and shakers who also have big goals and big dreams and want to make things happen, because this really is a season about growth. It's a season for just being who you said you want to be in the world. So if this resonates with you, I'm not for everybody, and I love that. I love that some people will look at me. Believe me, listen to this. The DMs I get are hilarious sometimes, but sometimes people say, "Oh my gosh, you're so positive, you're so inspirational," and then they unfollow me. So, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. So really, never let anybody's opinion of you become your reality. Never let anyone's opinion of you become your reality, Les Brown. You'd lose it just trying to always please everybody. So if this is resonating with you, if you feel connected, if you feel inspired, if you've been following me for a while in the background, the lurkers, yes, I see you lurkers. I have a lot of them. I love you guys, but please come and join us. Say hello. Let's get together and let's create. So this has just hit time. Oh gosh, I've gone way over, but I'll be back. And if you have not already, sign up to the free masterclass this Sunday, and the links will be below or in my bio. And also have a listen to the new Unwrap Your Gift podcast. I've released 10 episodes within about 2 weeks. So you will be there on your way to work or when you're cleaning up or doing whatever you do. Have a listen to the podcast. They are amazing and inspirational. And we have the next season coming really, really soon. So thank you guys for watching me. I know most of you will probably watch this on a replay. So drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you want me to still come live more, or should I focus on the podcast? I really want to know. Let me know what you think and what you want to see more of or less of. So remember, guys, we are all born with a gift. We all have special skills, talents, and gifts that we can use to be successful. And now's the time to unwrap your gifts. Have an amazing, amazing day and see you soon. Thank you for listening and speak soon. Bye.